this episode of statistics, we're gonna look through how much it costs to open a franchise. Now, I'm sure a lot of us thought about, there's so many fast food places, who owns this? Most chains can be franchise, meaning if I want to open a Chick-fil-A, there's an amount I can pay and they will give me the details to Chick-fil-A, and then I can open my own and make money from what I sell. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you do. This one's gonna be a fun video, very interesting. Yeah, I had a lot of fun digging information with this one. So, franchise. What is a franchise? Franchise is a fee, an initial fee that you have to pay to the franchise company. It is only an initial cost and does not include the build out, the supplies, the materials, and the marketing costs. So it's kind of like an entry fee. So even after you pay this franchise, let's say you pay the franchise, they'll give you their secrets, but then you have to pay for all the supplies, and that could cost you a couple million. What shocked me most was the Chick-fil-A franchise is one of the lowest. However, the investment fee for a Chick-fil-A to actually start it, to get it going, is between $600,000 to $2 million, a little over $2 million. So, yeah, but that will make you money. If you're a returning viewer, have you seen that video of the most popular fast foods in each state? Chick-fil-A was dominating the country. It's a favorite in almost every single state. There's approximately 2,500 Chick-fil-A's across the country, and with an estimate of sale of 10 billion, all combined. If something's good, then people are gonna buy it. Let's get into it. Burger King. The franchise for Burger King is $50,000. McDonald's, $45,000. Chick-fil-A, can you guess? $10,000. That's all you need. $10,000 to get the franchise, and then you're gonna have to make a lot of investment. But because Chick-fil-A is literally the most popular, most loved fast food chain in America, I think it'll be a fast return on your investment. So Chick-fil-A is the cheapest on this list. 10 grand, that's all you need. 7-Eleven. Franchise is $1 million. Domino's Pizza. I was really shocked on this because there's a video. I made a video about the most loved fast food chains in America, and then I also made a video of the lowest rated fast food chains in America, and Domino's was one of the most, in most states, mostly hated fast food chain. $84,750 for a franchise, almost $100,000, and Chick-fil-A is only 10 grand. Choose wisely. Personally, I do like Domino's. I've never had an issue with them. I really like it. I don't know why people don't like it, but I don't really understand why it's so expensive compared to the other things that are on this list that are way more popular than Domino's. Taco Bell. There's no specific amount for a franchise. For Taco Bell, it's between $24,000 to $45,000. Maybe it depends on the location. Five Guys Burger. Also, no specific amount. The franchise for Five Guys is between $50,000 to $125,000. I like Five Guys. The problem with Five Guys, they oversalt everything. Like, you can shake off the French fries. So many locations are closing. All the locations I used to go to is already closed. I would not pay $125,000 for a Five Guys franchise. Sorry. Sonic. between 22 to 45,000 for the franchise for Sonic. I also like Sonic. I have not been in years, but I think the roller skate concept is so fun. Pizza Hut, 25,000. Now this is way more realistic than Domino's. Jack in the Box, 50,000. I think that's fair. Cold Stone Ice Cream, between 12,000 to 27,000. KFC, 45,000. Popeyes, 50,000. Subway, 10 to 15,000. Now, Subway has a lot of competition these days, but they are slowly expanding in Europe. I'm from Europe, and I moved to America when I was 14, 15, so about like 13, 14 years ago. And there was no Subway in Europe, so now it's everywhere. Subway is 10 to 15,000 for the franchise. Dunkin' Donuts, 40 to 90,000. Now I'm in Texas currently, in Houston, and there's not many Dunkin' Donuts around. I'm moving to Florida, and I just went there to look at the house I'm renting, and then there's a Dunkin' Donuts every 1.4 mile away from each other. It's everywhere. And they've been doing really good recently. I see them all over my feed. They're coming out with new flavors, and I think they're trying to like get back out there. They have really good donuts. Papa John's pizza, 25,000. That's Domino's 80 something. This is 25. Which was more realistic? Papa John's is more realistic. 25,000. And the last one for this video is Wendy's, 55,000. I don't know what's going on with Starbucks. I tried to find Starbucks franchise because that's the first I've ever heard of franchise. What's franchise? Starbucks. I could not find information that they are doing franchise right now. Maybe they just put a hold on it. I believe they used to do a franchise, because that's what I read on the internet. They used to do a franchise, but it's not available right now. So maybe in the future. There are a lot of other fast food chains that do not do franchise. I don't know why. In-N-Out does not do franchise, but they keep opening more and more spots towards the East Coast. So that was it for how much a franchise costs for a fast food chain restaurant. I think most of these are very realistic. Domino's is super overpriced. Now 7-Eleven was the most expensive at $1 million, but I think 7-Eleven brings in so much more money than any of these food chains, because sometimes 7-Elevens have gas stations. And it's not just food. A lot of people go in there for other things like snacks, drinks, like on the go, cigarettes, alcohol, ice cream. There's even dog and cat food. So 7-Eleven is kind of like a little store, basically. I mean, we all know that in Japan, 7-Eleven is like the it thing to do. Every tourist goes to 7-Eleven. Even locals eat at 7-Eleven in Japan. So yes, 7-Eleven costs the most, only just to get the franchise. But I think that will bring in the most money back. So that was it for this video. Let me know what you thought. I had a lot of fun researching this. What would you open? I would go for the Chick-fil-A, because it will, yeah. Out of the food things, like not looking at 7-Eleven, out of the foods, I think Chick-fil-A would make me the most money.